What's going on, guys? Time to talk about Leprechaun 4 in space. Yeah, this is the fourth one in the Leprechaun series from Primary Pictures. Released February 25th, 1997, starring Warwick Davis, obviously. Produced by Mark Ammon. Written by Dennis A. Pratt. And directed by Brian Frenchard Smith, who did Leprechaun 3. Uh, the Man from Hong Kong, Turkey Shoot, BMX Bandits, a whole pile of other B movies and stuff. He's all over the place. It's at a budget of $1.6 million, somewhere around there. All right, so Leprechaun Forward in space. Well, they decided to take Leprechaun in space. Leprechaun finds himself uh, transported basically to a far distant planet, and he wants to become the supreme ruler. But he needs a wife, so he kidnaps one of the Earth Queens, Princess Zanara or something like that, and he goes to wed her. And then there's a group of Space Marine type warriors come and try to save her, and then they find his gold, steal it, and it basically follows the same trend as the last few leprechauns, just like with space warriors and um, yeah, a princess in space. So yeah, it was actually a pretty interesting concept, I thought, how they put it together. There's a lot of homages to like the old sci-fi films and stuff. Every genre pretty much goes to space at some point in horror or yeah. So yeah, it was a neat concept, and they tried to do stuff differently. Like the comedy is not very that strong in this one though, but they definitely put a lot more effort into more practical effects, more crazy kills and stuff with it, and it looks pretty cool for the most part from the kill standpoint and everything. There's everything from like something hitting a guy's face and he has like flat like a pancake head to a lot of cheesy slapstick type stuff like that to the leprechaun going really big and trying to attack the space marines in the ship when he's like giant and stuff. He uses his magic a lot in this one. There's a lot of cool. There's a funny one where he basically boils a guy alive in a hazmat suit and stuff. A lot of interesting stuff in this. And there's a really weird, creepy looking cyborg dude who's like the boss and of this like doctor who's trying to learn more about the leprechaun and use him for evil and stuff. But yeah, so he has the space marine type warriors, sort of like you'd see in like Alien or Aliens, and you have the evil scientists who want to learn more about him and stuff like that. So he has to contend with both of those. It is pretty well put together for the most part. The dialogue is kind of cheesy and stuff and dated now, but overall, it's still a fun little ride. Yeah, so things I'm not too big on, like I said earlier, the one-liners and stuff from the Leprechaun are not that great, and the comedy is not very there for the most part. I thought this is more. I found more of like an action sci-fi film than like the horror comedy that Leprechaun series is known for. Um, Overall, it is good for the most part. The kills they could have used like one or two more. I thought that was kind of drawn out a bit. Like you are waiting a little bit for each kill. Now till the end when the big finale, the big epic like creature, evil scientist creature dude. Yeah, it turns into like a massive deformed spider and stuff. That looked fantastic, and yeah, it was pretty good. Some of the acting is pretty terrible in this too. Uh, Not obviously it's like a lower budget, not like the biggest budget film in it, but the acting definitely needed some work in it. But if you like old full moon sci-fi films and stuff like that, you'll definitely enjoy this type one. It's like Robot Jocks or Robot Wars with a little bit of a leprechaun spin on it, which was another positive. So I know I'm going back and forth with like positives and negatives, but it's just the easiest way for me to tell you about this film. So yeah, the one other thing that wasn't that definitely sticks out like a sore thumb is the terrible CGI renderings in this for the spaceships and stuff. It looks like it was like definitely subpar even for 1994 and it definitely doesn't age well, but you always see that once in a while. You could get past that, uh and I can see why they did it, because they probably didn't have money for models or anything like that. And yeah, but overall, it's a fun film. Warwick Davis is great as always in it, and they definitely tried to push the envelope for the space genre. I know some movies fall flat, are not the greatest, like Jason X, for example, and then some of them are mediocre but still enjoyable, like Hellraiser Bloodline. So yeah, this one sort of falls in the latter, I'd say. It's fun, just don't expect anything too serious, and if you love practical effects, you'll probably enjoy this one. There's a lot of good stuff to feast your eyes on. Just don't look for supreme acting or a very strong story, and don't expect really good comedy out of this. So yeah, with that, I'm gonna give this one a 2 out of 5, but a higher 2. It's not quite 2.5 for me, but it's definitely still enjoyable and fun. Just the cons sort of outweigh the pros in the way I said it. So that's basically how it is. I still have fun watching it though. So yeah, another interesting entry to the Leprechaun series, and it only gets a little weirder as we go along. So till the next Leprechaun review, I'll see you then. But also make sure if you haven't even heard of Leprechaun 4, there's a trailer link down below, so you can check it out, see what you think of it before you can even watch it. Also, my Instagram's always linked down below, where I post clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my stories, so make sure you follow me there. I usually have the title and hashtag just for fun, and I put the subgenre of film in there, just so you're aware. So yeah, if you want to stay in the loop, follow me on Instagram. Make sure you like this video, share it so more people are aware of this what do you call it, underground film franchise, basically. Yeah, help spread the word, make it good. Hopefully we can have more like this. And yeah, make sure you subscribe, because usually you never know what I'm going to talk about next, even though now I'm trying to focus on finishing the Leprechaun franchise, so hopefully this goes well. So yeah, yeah, make sure you subscribe. If you comment your opinions down below as well. If you seen this film, let me know what you thought. Did you like it like I did, or do you absolutely hate it? I'd love to hear what you thought of it. And also, make sure, if you have any other films that you want to hear my opinions on, any films at all, comment them down below, and I'll try my hardest to get to them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. So yeah, with that, I guess I'll see you guys in the next review. It's probably going to be the next Leprechaun film, so we'll see. All right, cheers.